everyone. Welcome to day 11 of Dry January. How's it going? Are you staying dry or did you drink and jump right back in, right? That's what I want you to do. So today we're going to be talking about being bored and wanting to drink during Dry January because you feel bored. And I remember this very well. But before we do, I just want to remind everybody that to set your daily intentions every single day. I am alcohol free. I am alcohol free. It helps so much with your mindset throughout the day because you'll remember I am alcohol free. You will remember that and you have no decisions that you have to make throughout the day. You are also doing your daily check in. So remember to do that because at the end of 31 days, you're going to go back and look at that and see how this went for you, and you can assess your relationship with alcohol based on your daily check-in. That's in episode 1. So let's talk about boredom today and feeling bored because you're not drinking. I can remember that I would drink on the weekends a lot of the times because I was bored and there wasn't really much to do in my life. And therefore, when I would drink, it was like I was on a time machine and the weekend would go by so fast. And then before I knew it, it was Monday and I had to go back to work. And Mondays always sucked because, I felt a little bit hungover and a little bit tired. And I hated Mondays, to be honest with you. So, but now you're not drinking during dry January and you're feeling bored. So I have some things and some ideas that I want to run by you to help with your boredom. I just want to share this mindset with you, okay? Because remember, I love mindfulness and I love to teach mindfulness. But what if I was told that I had 30 days to live? Would I be bored during that time frame? And I love to think of different scenarios and challenge my brain and help myself see different perspectives. So would I be bored if I was told I had 30 days to live? Because our our life is a gift and we are not ever guaranteed tomorrow. And so if that was me and I had 30 days to live, I can guarantee that I would be creating experiences. I would be calling friends and family and visiting people and making the most of my 30 days. I surely wouldn't be moping with a drink and and wasting those 30 days by drinking. And so what I want us to think about during this time frame is if you had 30 days, how would you want to spend that time? Would you be bored during that time? I just wanted you to ponder on that perspective. I don't have an answer for you. I want you to answer that. And another thing is, so I've got 4 things. So this is number 2, a bucket list. Could you make a bucket list? And I call it a grand list and add things that you want to do, things you want to buy, things you want to have, things you want to be. Make a bucket list. I call it a grand list. And could you start chiseling away at some of those things on that bucket list? Because remember, our time on this earth is short. And every single day, it gets shorter and shorter. And I mean, I don't want to make this a negative, but it's true, right? We really only have a certain amount of time on this earth. And I can tell you that I am sad for myself that I wasted so much time drinking alcohol because a lot of my life was a little bit blurry because I was buzzed and I don't remember. It wasn't a good use of my time for sure. Looking back and on January 31st, when we look back, can you look at the time that you spent doing things that were meaningful to you and important to you? So again, I'm just trying to bring different perspectives and bubble them to the top here. Number 3, you could try meditating if you've never done it before. Meditation. There are so many meditations on YouTube, and hint, hint, I've got some coming for you as well. And you could meditate, because when you meditate, time flies by, but you get so much more from it. And I highly recommend meditating or learning how to meditate. It's not as hard or as difficult as you think. It really isn't. It's actually pretty fun and pretty easy. And I'm going to be sharing ways for you to bring meditation, mindfulness meditation into your life. Stay tuned. That's coming up. And number 4, could you discover something new? What is your soul calling to you during this time frame that you're not drinking? What is your soul saying to you? What is your intuition saying to you? Because there could be something regarding your calling or your life purpose or something that your soul is calling you to do, but because we were masking it and pressing it down and suppressing it with alcohol, we weren't able to see it or think it or feel what we were supposed to be feeling regarding what we want to be doing with our life. And so I highly recommend that you think about that. Think about discovering something new and what that would mean for you. What does that look like for you? Because our soul, I can tell you that me drinking alcohol, it really suppressed my happiness and my soul and my calling and so much. So I was pretty miserable. And, I've been sharing little bits and pieces of my story, but I am going to go into that after dry January and tell you like how I ended up stopping drinking for good and having no urge or no desire to ever bring it back to my life. And okay, so now I wanted to just give you an update on my water fast and how it's going. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am not so much on my game today because I am so hungry and I am feeling it definitely very lethargic. And so I apologize on this episode if I am not coming across as energetic as usual, but that is why. So if you go back and listen to the last 2 episodes, I started a 3-day water fast, and it is being sponsored by Hay House and Mindy Peltz, Pelz. She has a YouTube channel and a podcast. And I really wanted to do this for spiritual reasons and physical reasons as well. So there's a lot of healing that goes on in the body, not necessarily for weight loss. That's not one of the reasons why, but I am going to share tomorrow how much weight I lost on doing this 3-day water fast. And I will also share the spiritual effects and more of the physical effects tomorrow. But right now, I can just tell you that I'm really hungry and I have 10 more hours left. And yeah, I am definitely feeling tired and not as lethargic. I mean, not as energetic, I should say. So, yeah, it's definitely been difficult for me. And my boyfriend brought home donuts this morning for breakfast, and I really wanted one, but I did not. I have not eaten. I've had a little bit of black coffee, and that is all that I have eaten. This is the longest I've ever gone without food. And it is, yeah, it's a challenge. But I'm doing just like what you guys are doing. I am telling myself every day, I will do this. I can do this. It is worth it. I can do this. I am doing it. It is worth it. No food today. Stick the course. Stay the course. So that is what is happening there. And then on the last segment, you guys, so this is another small little oracle that let's see if I can show you guys. So that is where it's coming from, the Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. So it's very small. And this is the card that I pulled today, and it is very, of course, fascinating. So I'm going to show you and read it to you now so that you can tap into your intuition as well. The lower world. So I don't know if you can see that, but it is definitely showing the lower world. It's kind of a dark card, but the message is positive. So again, I'm going to put a link down to this in the show notes. So I'm going to read this, and I'll put a copy of. I will put the message down below with this card, so you in the show notes so that you can see it. See, my brain is slow from not eating. It's so interesting to see what food does to the body and what food without food does to the body and to the brain. Very interesting. All right, so the invitation. It is time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestors, their struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, and the way they died will become blessings. And then the medicine. So right here, the medicine. So that is the invitation, the medicine. Are you one of those people who do not like to face the past? Now your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard, and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has transpired in your life. Reflect on the lessons learned and move on. If you bear witness to your past and learn its lessons, it will stop haunting you. As you embrace its gifts, you will recover a missing part of your soul. Beautiful. I love that. And I journaled on that today. And my past was definitely something that kept me stuck and kept me in the cycle of drinking. So again, I'll be sharing things with you once Dry January is over and we get into the regular episodes of the Going Alcohol Free podcast. Thanks for being here today. Sorry I was a little bit less energetic, but tomorrow I'll be back to my normal self and I cannot wait to share more about this 3-day water fast that I just experienced. And yeah, so all right, you guys, I hope that you are doing well. Stick with this Dry January. I promise you, it is so worth it. The benefits are amazing. Okay? All right. See you tomorrow. Bye bye for now.